It was a brisk autumn morning in Fairhaven, a picturesque small city where tradition and progress intertwine. Natalie Ward, the newly appointed chief of police, drove her Navy sedan down Ashwood Avenue. She relished the calm before the day's challenges, letting the crisp breeze clear her thoughts. As Natalie approached Cedar Lane, her focus shifted to the responsibilities awaiting her at the Fairhaven Police Department. A seasoned officer with 15 years of experience, Natalie carried her new role with quiet confidence. However, her unassuming demeanor often led others to underestimate her. This morning, however, would test not just her patience, but her authority in a way she never anticipated. Just as Natalie slowed for a red light, flashing blue and red lights appeared in her rearview mirror. Surprised, she checked her speedometer and confirmed she hadn't been speeding. The patrol cruiser behind her signaled her to pull over. Curious and slightly annoyed, she complied, parking her car by the sidewalk. Two officers, Eric Dawson and Matt Hayes, stepped out of the cruiser. Dawson, tall with a military buzz cut, approached her window, while Hayes, shorter with a gruff demeanor, circled the car like a predator sizing up prey. Dawson tapped her window with a flashlight, and Natalie rolled it down, her calm demeanor masking her rising irritation. "License and registration," Dawson barked, ignoring her composed greeting. Natalie complied, handing over her documents without a word. Hayes leaned toward the passenger side, scrutinizing her car's interior. "What brings you to this area?" he demanded, his tone accusatory. "I'm heading to work," Natalie replied evenly. She refrained from revealing her position, curious about their motives. Their suspicion intensified. Hayes muttered something to Dawson, and both began searching her car. Natalie watched, her patience thinning. Finally, Dawson ordered her out of the vehicle. Natalie obliged, standing tall as the officers loomed over her. "We have reports of a car matching this description involved in illegal activity," Dawson stated. "Illegal activity?" Natalie asked, incredulous. "Did you run my license?" she added, her tone sharpening. Dawson ignored her question. As the officers continued their unwarranted search, Natalie's mind raced. This wasn't about protocol. It was about prejudice, about assumptions they had made the moment they saw her. Before the situation could escalate further, a black SUV pulled up behind them. Deputy Chief Raymond Harper, Natalie's second-in-command, stepped out, his expression unreadable. "What's going on here?" Harper's authoritative voice cut through the tension. The officers froze, their smug expressions replaced with confusion. "Chief Ward," Harper addressed Natalie, his tone respectful. The officers' faces drained of color as realization hit them like a freight train. The woman they had been harassing was their boss. Natalie crossed her arms, letting the weight of the moment sink in. "Did you run my license, Officer Dawson?" she asked pointedly. He stammered, We were about to." "But you didn't," Natalie interjected. "Instead, you profiled me based on nothing more than your assumptions." Harper turned to the officers, his gaze icy. "You've disgraced this department," he said. "Chief Ward, how would you like to proceed?" Natalie took a deep breath. "Suspend them immediately, pending an internal investigation," she said. "They need to understand that this isn't about me. It's about respect, justice, and the example we set for our community." Harper nodded. "Consider it done." Natalie stepped closer to the officers, her voice firm. "If you wear that badge, you must earn it every day. Today, you failed to uphold the values it represents." As the officers were escorted away, Natalie turned to Harper. "Let's ensure this never happens again. Not just to me, but to anyone in Fairhaven," she said. Walking back to her car, Natalie felt the weight of the incident, but also a renewed sense of purpose. This moment was a reminder that leadership wasn't about titles. It was about standing for what was right.